All right, welcome to Lone Pine, California. You're watching Trout West, and we are here at Diaz Lake. We're checking on the fishing conditions for the upcoming Derby. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time here. We're actually headed south, going home now, but we spent the whole day up and down the Highway 395 corridor from Bishop all the way to here, Lone Pine, and we are now looking at that view right up there. Lone Pine Peak right there, and shrouded in clouds back up in there is Mount Whitney, highest mountain in the lower 48. But we are here to talk about the fishing. So what's going on? Out and about across the lake, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like about 6 or so campers, people camping over there, and there's a decent little group camp going on over here. So kind of a lot of people camping here, a little early. I don't know, I think it's just unrelated. I think just people are up here having a good time. I don't think it has anything to do with the upcoming Derby next weekend, actually a week from today. So but we are, like I said, we're out here. We got a couple of bait rods out, looking at the water. It's really not fair because there's no sun right now, but it is stained. But you know what, for Diaz, it's actually pretty clear. It's not coming across on the film, but I can see through that water. And Diaz is notoriously got like a milk, like a brown, kind of like a chocolate milk color, and the clearer that is, the better it is. So if you were to throw a lure out there, you would actually be able to see it swimming through the water actually okay. So water is in pretty good shape. What I am noticing is they trimmed up a lot of the reeds. These reeds used to be out of control, and you can see they didn't like clean them up. They just cut them and they left them, and that was about it. So I guess we should just be thankful that they did that much and came out and cut some of the reeds back. But make no mistake, right out here in the water, the reeds that they did cut, those little stumps from the reeds are still out here. So if you're casting a spoon, if you guys come out here, be aware that that first maybe 20-30 feet of the water out here is a lost lure city. So but yep, it is definitely a big improvement. At least they made some fishable shoreline. As you can see right over here, they got a picnic table and some real flat ground and a great place to put your rod. And again, my stuff is on a picnic table, and then I'm parked just right there. So great little spot to stop, guys. Highly ignored, and I think the reason why, because most people come up here in the summer, and in the summer Lone Pine can get very hot. I'm talking like 110. It gets very, very hot here. So not surprising that people don't want to come up here and partake in Diaz Lake when it's like that. But in the spring, you know, so between now and the opener, it's absolutely worth trying to come here and fish it. I mean, it's not an easy lake to fish, I'll tell you that. It is kind of a hit and miss thing. Sometimes you can come here and you can kill it. I mean, you could have the greatest day of your fishing life here, and it'll surprise you. And even in spots like this, like I've fished this shoreline and caught 50 fish in a day, no problem. And other days, and probably like today, we come out and didn't catch, you know, anything. So we'll see. I mean, we got a little bit of time. Let's check the time. We got about an hour, and then we got to get out of here. So we'll probably give it that entire hour, and then we're gonna head south and see if we can get home. But not bad out here otherwise. I mean, it's still beautiful sitting here watching the clouds go over the top of Whitney, and it's neat to know that those clouds are 14,500 feet above the sea floor, or the sea level basically, because they are barely skirting over the top of Mount Whitney up there. But apparently Big Bear got a lot of snow today, but not down here. We did see a little bit of rain in the drive up here, but nothing. I haven't seen a drop all day, and it's so neat to see the Inyo Mountains over there with snow. In fact, that mountain right there has a lot of snow on it. I mean, that's like 3 to 4 feet of snow up there, so that's incredible. But yeah, I mean, I don't expect we're gonna get bit today on this, but we're out here to check it out. It's mostly just an update for you guys that are headed up here and want to know what to expect. So let's talk about the plants. Well, I mean, they've apparently been planting this lake for several months now. You can't tell because anybody that's fishing here hasn't really caught much, and I don't know why, but that's highly unusual. Usually the bite is actually pretty good this time of year, and like I said, usually you can come out here and catch, you know, 10 fish a day is not uncommon with just a basic bait rod out there. So I don't know what's going on, and I'm not sure if those fish aren't surviving. I don't know if the birds are getting them, but it has not been very good this year. So and usually, like I say, I come out here and catch, you know, at least 1 or 2 after a couple of hours, but I've been out here 3 times since January, and it's been very slow. And not just for me, I mean, I've been watching the whole lake and it's been like that. I have a few people on Patreon that have reported catching like 1 or 2 fish fishing here the whole day. So it's just not a great lake right now, and hopefully that'll change. Oh, the sun just peeked through up there. That's beautiful. So anyway, but like I said, I mean, the shore is looking good. This lake, as far as I know, is no longer part of the Derby. I think they pretty much just have the Bishop area is basically where the Derby fish have to come from. A long time ago, this was part of the Derby, and I don't know, it just got phased out as part of it, I guess. It is pretty far from Bishop. It's not like down the road or anything from Bishop, but it used to be part of it, and because of that, they would put a lot of fish in here as well, but no more. And we'll see. I think I don't know if they still do, but at one point they had a Inyo, like an Inyo County Derby, like a Chamber of Commerce Derby that was just Lone Pine centered, and I'm not sure if they even do that anymore. A lot of people have just canceled everything. So anyway, but we are out here, and we are going to give it a go. But just wanted to report the lake is looking good, so if you want, stop by. Be patient. The fish aren't on the chew here, but they are in there. There are fish in there, and some people are able to pick off a couple of fish here and there, but overall it is it's pretty slow. But I don't know, maybe it'll pick up out of nowhere and there'll just be this explosion of a bite here. Maybe in the spring, you know, it warms up a little bit, who knows. But I did find out, in case you guys didn't know, I float tubed this lake and checked the entire lake one day. Went to the whole lake and found out this lake is no more than about 8 feet deep. It's like 8 to 10 feet at the most, and even that is kind of high. I'd say most of it's probably 6 to 8 feet deep. So very shallow lake, and it doesn't matter. You can launch it out in the middle, or you can cast right over here. It's the same depth no matter where you go. So just know that when you come out here. All right, we're gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna just go chill out and see if we can get bit on bait, and we'll see what we get. So anyway, if you want to get updates like this a little more often, hit that link in the description below for Patreon, and we'd love to see you guys over there for the weekly reports and monthly giveaways. Do a lot of giveaways over there, and we just had the opportunity for a meetup, and we're gonna have another one very soon, so that'll be fun. All right guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.